Have you ever called your cat's name, shaken a treat bag, or reached out with affection, only to be met with a cold stare or a flicking tail as your furry companion walks away like you do not exist? It can feel confusing, even a little heartbreaking, especially when cats seem perfectly capable of demanding attention the moment they want food or comfort. But a strange truth is that your cat is not ignoring you out of spite, arrogance, or lack of love. Deep inside their mysterious minds, cats operate by instincts shaped over thousands of years, and their occasional distance is often tied to survival, independence, and emotional complexity. Unlike dogs, who evolved in packs and depend heavily on social bonding, cats descended from solitary hunters who survived by relying on themselves. This ancient wiring still influences your pet today, making them naturally cautious about when and how they engage. When your cat ignores you, it may actually be carefully observing, assessing your mood, or deciding whether interaction feels safe or worthwhile in that moment. Loud noises, changes in routine, unfamiliar scents, or even your body language can trigger their instinct to retreat. Sometimes your cat's silence is not rejection, but a way of maintaining control over their environment. Cats thrive when they feel they have power over their choices, and forcing attention can make them withdraw even more. Ironically, the more desperately humans seek a cat's affection, the more likely cats are to create distance. Their behavior can seem puzzling, but it reflects a deeply rooted need for autonomy. Experts also suggest that cats form selective social bonds, meaning they may show love in subtle ways humans often miss, such as slow blinking, sitting nearby, or quietly following you from room to room. So while your cat may not rush to greet you every time, that does not mean they do not care. In fact, their occasional aloofness may be a sign they feel secure enough not to constantly seek reassurance. Understanding this hidden psychology transforms what feels like personal rejection into something far more fascinating. Your cat's behavior is less about ignoring you and more about expressing affection on their own mysterious terms, shaped by instincts older than human civilization itself. Once you begin to see the world through their cautious, independent eyes, their strange behavior starts making a lot more sense. Yet beneath that independence lies a surprising emotional depth, one that science is only beginning to fully understand. Researchers have discovered that cats recognize their owners' voices, remember routines, and can develop attachment styles remarkably similar to human children. So when they choose distance, it is often less about indifference and more about emotional regulation. They step back when overstimulated, uncertain, or simply in need of solitude. This delicate balance between affection and freedom is what makes feline companionship so unique and perhaps so endlessly intriguing. To truly connect, you must first respect the ancient instincts hidden behind those watchful, unreadable eyes every single day. But the mystery grows even deeper when you realize that cats are also masters of emotional timing, often approaching their humans only when conditions feel perfectly right to them. A cat may ignore your loving call during the day, then curl beside you quietly at night, creating the illusion that their affection appears and disappears without reason. In reality, cats are highly sensitive creatures whose brains constantly process environmental details humans barely notice. The smell of another animal on your clothes, a stressful tone in your voice, rearranged furniture, or even subtle changes in weather can alter their mood dramatically. Because cats rely so heavily on scent and territory, any disruption can temporarily shift their trust or comfort levels. This explains why a cat who once seemed affectionate may suddenly become distant after a move, a visitor, or new pet enters the home. They are not abandoning their bond with you. They are recalibrating their sense of safety. Surprisingly, many cat owners unintentionally create emotional confusion by misunderstanding boundaries, repeatedly picking up a cat, invading their resting space, or overstimulating them with too much petting can trigger withdrawal. Cats often prefer short, positive interactions over prolonged attention. And once their sensory threshold is crossed, retreat becomes their way of self-protection. Their famous unpredictability is often a carefully calculated response to preserving emotional balance. There is also a biological factor hidden beneath their behavior. Cats are crepuscular, meaning they are naturally most active during dawn and dusk, while humans typically seek interaction during daylight or bedtime. This mismatch can make it seem as though your cat chooses inconvenient moments to care, when in truth, their internal clock simply operates differently. Understanding this can reshape frustration into appreciation, rather than expecting human-like loyalty on command. Successful cat companionship depends on patience, observation, and respect for their natural rhythms. Building trust with a cat is like earning the confidence of a wild creature, slowly and deliberately, until they choose you on their own terms. And when that trust forms, it can be extraordinarily deep. A cat who sleeps near you, exposes their belly, or gently headbutts your hand is demonstrating profound confidence. Even if they spent hours earlier pretending you were invisible, their affection is often quiet, measured, and incredibly sincere. This emotional complexity is what makes cats so endlessly fascinating, but it also means their behavior can be misunderstood by owners expecting constant validation. The strange reason your cat ignores you sometimes is not because they do not value you, but because their instincts, senses, and emotional needs operate on a completely different wavelength. They are balancing independence with connection, caution with curiosity, and survival instincts with companionship. In many ways, your cat is not rejecting you at all. Instead, they are teaching you a powerful lesson about trust, patience, and respecting boundaries. The more you understand their hidden world, the more those moments of distance transform from painful confusion into signs of a deeply authentic relationship that exists beyond appearances. Perhaps the most remarkable part of living with a cat is discovering that their distance can actually strengthen the bond you share. Unlike relationships built on constant attention, feline companionship often deepens through space, mutual respect, and careful understanding. When you stop viewing your cat's occasional withdrawal as a personal slight, you begin to notice the quiet language they've been using all along. The gentle brush of their tail against your leg, the soft purr from across the room, or the way they choose to rest nearby instead of directly on your lap may all be signs of deep trust. Cats communicate through subtlety, and their love is often woven into small, meaningful gestures rather than dramatic displays. This is why earning a cat's consistent affection can feel so rewarding. It is not freely given to everyone, nor is it offered without discernment. Your cat is constantly evaluating their surroundings, their comfort, and their trust, making each moment of chosen connection genuinely special. Science continues to reveal that cats experience complex emotions, including anxiety, attachment, curiosity, and even grief. Their independent nature does not erase their capacity for love. It simply changes how that love is expressed. By respecting their signals, creating predictable routines, and allowing them to approach you willingly, you build a relationship founded on security instead of pressure. Over time, many cat owners discover that their pets become more affectionate once they feel understood rather than controlled. This reveals a strange truth. Your cat's moments of ignoring you may actually be part of what makes their love so real. They are not performing for human expectations. They are offering authentic companionship within a framework of their ancient instincts. In learning to accept this, you unlock a deeper connection that many people never fully experience. So the next time your cat seems to ignore your calls, resist the urge to take it personally. Instead, recognize that behind those watchful eyes is a creature navigating the world through instinct, sensitivity, and careful choice. Their silence is not always absence. Sometimes, it is trust expressed through freedom. And when they do choose to seek your company, it becomes a powerful reminder that the most meaningful relationships are not forced, but earned through patience, understanding, and unspoken respect. In the end, your cat's mysterious behavior is not a rejection, but an invitation to understand love in one of its most independent, enigmatic, and beautiful forms. Every ignored call may simply be part of a larger, fascinating conversation you are still learning to hear. One that proves true connection sometimes speaks loudest in moments of quiet distance, where trust grows slowly, steadily, and forever between human hearts and their most mysterious feline companions through life's countless shared days and nights. Together you build a silent bond stronger than words, rooted in choice, trust, and enduring companionship every day gently. If you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.